Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a little bit of a story time type of video. This is a very, I don't know how to explain it. It's very like controversial, I guess. I don't know, it's not a fun topic, but it's happened, so it's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to tell the story, I guess, of like the reason why I quit school, like what happened leading up to that time, how I feel about it now, what I'm doing now, all that fun stuff. So yeah, yeah, if you dropped out of school and you've been through all this, like, I feel you. So, yeah, so basically, the school I went to for elementary school was very, very small. It had, I don't even know how many kids, maybe like a little bit over 100. And there was kindergarten to grade 6, and then the other side of the school was like junior high, 7 and 8. So yeah, altogether there was maybe a little bit over 100 kids. And so yeah, from grade 1, I didn't go to kindergarten there, but from grade 1 till grade 5, everything went well, like, everything was okay, I felt great, loved it, like, everything was fine, you know, I didn't have any issues with going to school, like, I thought it was fun, it was great, school was fine, you know? So, grade 6 came, and I don't know what happened, but, like, something in my brain, I guess, just told me that, like, everything about school was, like, terrifying, which makes no sense to me because nothing had changed. All that literally had changed was I have a different teacher, and I have a different classroom. One classroom was different, and then a different teacher. So, I don't know why I felt that way, and like the teacher, like she was fine, I never had an issue with her at all, like, there was nothing wrong, you know what I mean? Nothing different from what I was already dealing with, you know? So, yeah, grade 6 came and I was always missing school. All the time, I just missed a day or two every single week. And it was getting really bad, obviously, like, since I was missing so much school, like, I knew, like, I was getting low grades, but it wasn't because I didn't know what I was doing, like, it was more because I wasn't there to learn what I was doing, you know what I mean? Like, if I was there, I would have learned it, but since I wasn't there so often, I could never learn anything, obviously, like, every day I'd come back, everybody else would already know what was going on and I wouldn't know what was going on. So then that made it worse, and then I'd miss even more days because I'd be scared to go, like, if I missed one day, I'd be scared to go back the next day because I knew either things would be different or everybody else would be doing something and I'd be behind or da-da-da-da, like, so yeah, that was a mess. And then, so yeah, all grade 6, I just remember, like, I missed all the time, and, like, I was always getting in trouble, obviously, because stay in school, like, don't miss school, you know? So, yeah, all that was happening, and then, like, grade 7, grade 8 was the same thing. I think it was grade 7, I can't remember if it was grade 7 or grade 8, but, I think it was grade 7, I don't know. Anyways, so, once I got to the higher grades, I went to the guidance counselor, like, I can't remember if it was like once or twice a week, but I went there like pretty often. Anyway, so the guidance counselor, oh man, she was a mess. I loved her, but she would always tell me, like, we'll figure something out, like, you can talk to your teacher, maybe they can, for certain things like presentations or like being called on in class, and how the teacher, like, they'll ask a question and if you don't have your hand raised, they'll call on you anyway. No, I could not deal with that, no way. So yeah, we figured it out that we'd tell the teacher to not do that anymore, just because, like, the thing is with me, like, I remember, this is so embarrassing, I hate thinking about this, but I remember I think we were talking about the Titanic or something in like 2012, yeah. I don't know if that's right, so don't get mad, but I think it was 2012, and we were talking about the Titanic. I don't remember if that's right, this was like a long time ago, clearly. So, but something happened where, like, the teacher was like, how long ago did the Titanic sink, or something along those lines, and I'm pretty sure it was in 2012, so, and whatever it was happened in 1912, so, I don't know. Anyways, so they asked me, and I literally just, like, froze. Like, I didn't even know the answer. I didn't know the answer. And everybody started laughing, and oh my god, it's like fused into my brain. I can't get rid of it. But that was like, that's the thing. Like, they would ask me a question, I'd know the answer, but like once they asked me, gone. Like, I had no clue what the answer was. I just like start sweating, and like I just feel like, God, it was not fun. So yeah, we asked the teacher, like, please stop calling on her unless she has her hand up or da-da-da. And like for presentations, instead of having to do it in front of the whole class, I just got to do it in front of like that teacher of the subject and then like a few of my friends, just so I couldn't like totally get out of the class, you know what I'm saying? So that happened. And then for gym class, this is so weird, but for gym class, I got taken to a gym class, like I asked the teacher, and what I did was, my school was shaped like a U, and the junior high side was on one side, and in the middle was like the office, the library, music room, like all that stuff, and then the other side was like all the little kids. So what I would do, the gym was on like the side of the junior high, and what I would do is literally just walk the U the whole time my class was in gym class. So like, and I'd have like a stepper on, so then my teacher knew I wasn't just like being lazy. So I'd literally just do laps around the school for like, I don't even know how long gym class was. I feel like it was like 45 minutes. Like, it was boring every day, or I think it was every second day, but like to me, free ride, like I was out, I accepted it, like I was not taking gym class. So yeah, and the only way that I went to gym class, I remember, was like badminton days, because I fucking love badminton. So that was like the only time where I knew that like I wasn't gonna be nervous and like I could play it. Even now, like that's the only, I can't even like play it properly, like that's the only sport that I can at least like do something in, you know what I mean? So either on those days or like free days, you know, like when you're in like elementary school and stuff, and they have like those free days where you just do whatever you want, and there's like those scooters. Yeah, those are my favorites. So yeah, so in that was either grade 7 or 8, whatever. And like I was still missing school all the time. I don't know how I graduated, honestly. I don't know how I graduated though, at all. To this day, I have no idea. But like it wasn't, this is the thing, because, okay, I'll get into that later, no. Okay, so yeah, I did grade 8, whatever, graduated, fine. I hated school, it was like the worst thing ever. But this is the thing, for whenever it started happening grade 6 till grade 8, I never thought about quitting. It was more just like, I'd wake up in the morning and just not want to go. It wasn't that I hated school, it was just like, because I still loved like doing certain things. Like, obviously I loved hanging out with my friends. Like, I had a lot of friends. I never got bullied. Like, it was nothing like that. It was just like, I don't know, it was really weird feeling. So yeah, like I hated school, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, like, I don't want to go to school anymore. Like, it wasn't like that then, you know what I mean? It was just more like days I'd wake up and be like, oh, I don't want to go today, you know what I'm saying? So all that happened, and then I graduated grade 8 the summer. It was a great time, loved it. And then high school came, and that's where shit hit the fan, because I was not having it. Basically, here, like where I live in my like school district, you're in the same school with the same kids, same class, same everything, like same, you know, the teachers know your name, like everything is so, like, just nothing changes, you know what I mean? Like, I know that my boyfriend, whenever he was in elementary school, like every year in elementary school and like junior high and stuff, like their class would change, like the kids that you're with would change. But like in my school, since there was like 100 of us, it was always the same people, so there was never anything different. Like, it was so, you know. And then once I got to high school, we got mixed with, there's like another little school that we'd meet with at the big school basically, and so we were mixed with those kids, and like I never had a problem with them. It was just like new people, so obviously I was like, hell no, I don't want to do this. So yeah, I got to grade 9, and everything was different. There was new kids, new school, obviously, new teachers, new classes, like everything was different. And this might sound so weird to some people, but to me it was like, I remember in grade 8, like the teachers were always like, no, like, you'll be so excited to go to high school, like, there's so much more freedom, da-da-da. But like, to me that was scary, because it was like, with my anxiety and everything, it was like, at least in like elementary school and middle school or junior high, whatever, everything was so like uniform and like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like, now that everything was like, you could do whatever you wanted, not everything you wanted, basically, like, you had a lot more free time. I was more like, I need somebody to like tell me what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, it was just weird. I don't know, it felt really weird. So, and then there was bigger kids, obviously, because like grade 9, you're the youngest, like, it was scary. So, yeah, I started grade 9, and I went to the guidance counselor, same thing. I got taken out of French and history. I got taken out of French because, heck no, like, if I can't answer a question in my own language, I ain't answering it in another language I don't even know. I'm sorry, it's not happening. So and for us, we didn't have to have French to like graduate, apparently, I guess, I don't know. And then history, I don't want to say there's a problem with my teacher, because if somebody sees this from here, like, I don't want them to be like, what the fuck? But, it was just, like, it just didn't work out with me and him. We weren't, it didn't work out. Because I got the teacher to go, or I got the guidance counselor to help me, like, going to the teachers saying, like, make sure you don't do this and this and this. Like, this is what she needs to come to school every day, you know? So we told him that, and he just wouldn't listen. He just kept picking at me. So I was like, heck no, like, I'm not. So I left out of history class, which sucks, because that was like one of my favorite classes, so great. Anyways, so yeah, I did that, and then it was still like, just, it was so scary. Like, I don't know why, like, it sounds so dumb, but it was just like terrifying to me. But like, nothing ever happened. Like, I was never bullied, or like, I always had friends to hang out with. Like, nothing ever happened. So I don't know. So anyways, I basically, yeah, grade 9, just, it wasn't happening. So in November, around the end of November, I just remember I missed a day, and then I missed another day, and then another day, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm not going back, like, frig this. So that happened. I dropped out then, and then I decided to go back the next year and try and do it again. Yeah, same thing happened again, but this time I got the teacher to rig something up where, like, I would do half days and then, like, gradually get into, like, longer days. So I did the half days, then get into longer days, and like, that was fun, but like, at the same time, I was still going to school. Like, it was still scary, but it helped a lot. So yeah, I did the half days. That was fine. Like, I dealt with it, whatever. And I got back into longer days, and then of course it went back to the same way where I was missing school all the time. And the worst thing was, this year all my classmates were gone to grade 10, so I was in a whole different class. Like, I shouldn't say I know nobody, but like, I didn't know people enough on like a personal level to be friends with them, you know what I mean? Because like, I'm nervous enough to be here in general. I'm not about to like talk to somebody that I don't know. It ain't happening, I'm sorry. So yeah, that was like worse, because everything was way different this time. Like, I was in the same class as like my cousin, but it's still like, it was like one of those situations where like, he had his friends, and like, I don't expect him to like watch over me. Like, that's weird. So it's just like, it was just weird. I don't know. So yeah, all that happened, and then this is gonna be a long video. Oh my god. Oops. So yeah, like, I basically just dropped it again in November at the end. I don't know why. I didn't do it on purpose, but yeah, I dropped it again, and now here I am. I did not go back. I was not having it. And yeah, I dropped out of school in grade 9. Sucks, but it happened. Everything happens for a reason, you know? So yeah, basically do I regret it? Obviously I regret it in a way, but all the like stuff that I didn't say in this video, because I don't, that's like too much to get into. I can talk about that another time if you want me to, but all the other stuff was just like, if I would have stayed in school, like, it wouldn't have been good. It would not have been good, because I've just been through so much that time. It was just ridiculous. Like, my family, like, everybody, it was just a mess. So, I do regret it, but at the same time, like, I don't regret it, if that makes any sense, because there has been things come up where, like, I'm like, oh, like, if I was still in school, like, that wouldn't have happened, or, like, da-da-da, you know what I mean? So, and I'm the type of person that, like, everything happens for a reason. I dropped out of school, there must have been a reason, you know what I mean? So, and it wasn't like I just was like, frig this, like, I don't want to go anymore. Like, it was going on from grade 6 until grade 9. Like, I waited for it to get better. I was going to counseling, I was going to this, I was going to the hospital, I was going to the doctor, like, everything that I could do to try and get better. I was on medication, like, it was ridiculous. So, it just wouldn't change. So I was like, okay, like, to me, right now, I just want to be, like, happy, you know what I mean? Because obviously I was starting to get, like, depressed as hell. Like, I get home from school and literally just lay in bed and cry. And then the next morning, I'd get up and just, like, cry while getting ready. Like, that's not normal, you know? And, like, obviously my parents were pissed. But then my mom was like, okay, like, I'd rather my daughter not be laying in bed all day crying. You know what I mean? Like, there's just some things you have to, like, sacrifices, you know? So, yeah, right now, where I am right now, I have to get my GED, obviously. So, yeah, it's not like I just, like, threw everything out the window. Like, what is this? Hair? Yeah, it's not like I just, like, threw everything out the window. Like, I can get my GED, I can do all that stuff. Like, I got it taken care of, it's fine. But, yeah, so that's basically everything that happened. I don't want to get too much into detail because this video is already, like, 20 minutes long. Oops. But, if, like, I might make another video of, like, other things, like, all the other little, basically, like, this is a video of, like, why I quit school and everything, but I can make, like, another video of, like, my anxiety in general, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you want to see that, but anyways, so, yeah, that's basically the whole story. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and, be sure to subscribe, and rate, hopefully like, and comment, and leave me suggestions on what you didn't want me to do next time. Yeah. Bye.